Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hana Dita Kristianingsih with the student number 226121259. Today I will try to explain about the active listening for interpreters. Without any further ado, let's start. But before we jump to the main materials, let me explain about active listening. So basically, active listening involves more than just hearing someone's words. It means fully grasping their thoughts and emotion. It transforms a conversation into an engaging, balanced exchange rather than one-sided interaction. To practice active listening, you must focus carefully on the speaker, comprehend their messages, provide thoughtful responses, reflect on their words, and remember the information for the future reference. So, the differences between hearing and listening, there are some differences. For the hearing implies perceiving sounds. Hearing is a passive process, and hearing needs effortless activities. And for the listening, understanding information with involvement from the mind and body, and is an active process, need concentration, interest, and conscious efforts. And then there are some cycle on active listening. The first one is hearing. So the first one occurs when sound waves hit the ear, no deciphering or interpretation, and it is a prerequisite for listening. And then the second cycle is attending. Attending is filters the heard messages, focus on some, and can be better when there is a personal gain. And then for the third cycle, understanding requires meaning to be assigned to a message, and then impact by language interpretation assigns a level of importance to the messages. For the fourth cycle is responding, delivers feedback to the speaker, can be verbal, nonverbal, paraphrase, and questions. For the questions, do you think that the interpreters need to conduct this step in performing active listening skill? And then for the last cycle is remembering, recalls information from memory and builds relationship and trust. And then for the types in active listening, there are four types. The first one, informational. Informational perceives information, requires no criticism or judgment, focuses on key points. The second one, critical, requires understanding, looks for evidence, check for logical reasoning. And then the third types is appreciative, listens for entertainment, doesn't involve analyzing. And then the last one about the types is empathetic, focuses on the speaker's emotions, allows the listener to see another point of view. And then the active listening for interpreters, the main is ability of grabbing the key points, not interrupting the speakers, not formulating the stances, until the speaker finishes speaking. So that's all for the active listening for interpreters material that I can explain. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.